Security breaches at high-profile events are becoming disturbingly common. But what happened at State Farm Stadium this weekend raises questions that should concern every American about event safety and the ease of impersonating law enforcement. On what should have been a day of remembrance, authorities made a startling discovery at the Glendale, Arizona venue, where Charlie Kirk's memorial service was scheduled for Sunday. A 42-year-old individual named Joshua Runkles found himself behind bars after allegedly attempting one of the most brazen deceptions imaginable, pretending to be a police officer while carrying a weapon into a heavily secured stadium. But here's where it gets controversial. How exactly did someone manage to get close enough to a major event venue while armed and impersonating law enforcement before being detected? According to the Arizona Department of Public Safety, Runkles was displaying what officials described as suspicious behavior at the stadium when he was approached by authorities. During this encounter, things took a dramatic turn when he allegedly claimed to be a member of law enforcement and admitted to being armed. The problem? He wasn't actually a police officer at all. The charges against Runkles are serious and tell a troubling story. Carrying a weapon into a prohibited location and impersonating a police officer. Both offences highlight significant security concerns that extend far beyond this single incident. The Arizona DPS moved quickly to arrest Runkles and transport him to the Maricopa County Jail, though he has since been released on bond, a decision that might raise eyebrows among those concerned about public safety. And this is the part most people miss. The US Secret Service has now launched their own investigation, working alongside local law enforcement agencies to piece together exactly what Runkles intended to accomplish. The fact that federal authorities are involved suggests this incident may be more complex than initially apparent. A Secret Service spokesperson confirmed to ABC News that agents personally approached the individual after observing his suspicious behavior. The spokesperson emphasized a crucial detail. Runkles was definitely not part of the authorized law enforcement team assigned to work the memorial event. This raises uncomfortable questions about how someone could potentially infiltrate security perimeters at high-profile gatherings. What makes this situation particularly unsettling is the ongoing nature of the investigation. Officials are still working to determine Runkles' true motivations and ultimate purpose for being at the stadium with a weapon while impersonating a police officer. Was this a planned disruption attempt, a security test gone wrong, or something even more concerning? The timing couldn't be more significant, occurring just before a memorial service that would likely draw considerable crowds and media attention. Memorial services are typically emotional gatherings where people come to pay their respects, making any security threat particularly disturbing to communities and families involved. This incident exposes a troubling reality about event security in America today. If someone can successfully impersonate law enforcement long enough to gain access to restricted areas while armed, what does that say about our current security protocols? Are background checks for event security personnel thorough enough? Should there be more stringent verification processes for anyone claiming law enforcement status at major venues? The questions don't stop there. With Runkles now released on bond while investigations continue, some might wonder whether that's the appropriate response given the serious nature of the charges and the potential public safety implications. Here's what we know for certain. This case highlights the ongoing challenges that security professionals face when trying to balance public access with safety concerns at large gatherings. It also demonstrates how quickly situations can escalate when individuals attempt to deceive law enforcement officers who are simply trying to do their jobs protecting the public. What's your take on this developing story? Do you think current security measures at major events are sufficient to prevent incidents like this? Or do we need to completely rethink how we approach venue safety? Should someone facing charges this serious remain free on bond while investigations are ongoing? And perhaps most importantly, What changes would you want to see implemented to prevent similar incidents from happening at future memorial services and public gatherings? Share your thoughts, and let's discuss whether we're doing enough to protect both our communities and the integrity of our law enforcement systems.